Oh, we're live, baby. What's going on? What's going on? 4QQ. What's going on, everybody around? What happened? Did I scare
I
you,
said,
Paul?
yeah,
Oh.
shocked me. Said, we're live. I'm like, yo, what? Whoa.
Welcome back to the two-man front. We are happy to be with you guys, of course, on this beautiful rainy over here Wednesday night. I'm not sure what the weather's like over there. You said your power went out, so I'm guessing the weather's
Bro,
not great.
no, it's cold, but I came home. I went out, did shopping, got some laundry detergent. This place called Buff City is fantastic out here.
Not sure I
And,
want to go there. I'm not sure I
and
want to go there.
the, uh, the detergent I got is called Narcissist.
Narcissist?
Yes. Smells great, fitting for who I am. But
Narcissist?
yeah, narcissist. So I came, I came home. Cherry almond is also a good scent. Came home. As soon as I came home, you sent me the text. I'm like, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden, boom, everything went out. I'm like, fuck, how is this possible?
Narcissist. Very interesting.
Yes.
Very interesting name, I must say. very, very interesting name. Hey, but hey, my name is Be Easy. My name is Brian
Um,
Majuro. I'm the one half of the two-man front. The creator of Be Easy Sports and Entertainment. That is the Fog. My other half of two-man front, Fog of Objectively Biased Sports. So we're here to bring you guys quite a show today. We got a good one today. We got a real good one today. Of course, as always, please leave your comments below. Please leave them below. We love interacting with you guys. We love chatting with you guys. It's gonna be a lot of fun doing this today. It's even better when you guys are with us and chatting with us. And of course, please do not forget. Please do not forget to subscribe. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's now up. I actually just realized I just put up the wrong code this whole time, but it's the right one now. It is the right one now. So on your screens, please go ahead and subscribe. I'll put it at the end as well, so you guys can so you guys will have access to it. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, not the one in the corner. Please don't touch that one in the corner. That one is not good. Please subscribe to the one right there. Take your phones out, take these out, QR code that bad boy, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's where we are keeping all of our content for you guys to watch back and listen to us either be wrong or usually be right. So, but please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And follow, let's go ahead and jump right into it with our favorite segment, the winners and losers of the week. We're going to start with our winners. And I'm going to go first this time. I'm going to go first. I will happily go first. I'm going to give you our first winner. And, you know, these guys, this team comes up a lot on our show. And our first winner for me is going to be, CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud had, this is your winner, isn't it?
The team is my winner.
Yeah,
But
that's all. This is your winner. My fault. Go ahead. You go first. You go first. I thought it was me. I was like, wait a minute. CJ Stroud. You pick CJ Stroud. Go ahead.
So, damn. Listen, the Houston Texans are 5-4. 5-4 people. They are in what? Second place in their division. Jacksonville is 6-3. And CJ Stroud is performing phenomenal. So, reason I picked the Texans as the winner is because let's keep it a buck. Who had Houston 5-4 midway through the season?
Nobody did. Nobody did. Nobody did. Yeah.
What DeMarco Murray is doing there, and what this team is doing, and what my offensive rookie of the year is doing is incredible. I love what I'm seeing here, and quite honestly, as the season continues and the way things continue to materialize, I wouldn't be shocked if the Texans actually wind up a playoff team.
Well, we'll get to that because that's an interesting thing you said. But we'll get Well, there's gonna be more on this kid on the show. I'm like, we'll get to that in a minute, but yeah, I mean, CJ Stroud has been playing. I mean, he's leading the league in passing yards. I mean, he's one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. I mean, he's having quite the impressive rookie year that we have honestly we haven't seen in some time. I can't even think of a rookie year at quarterback that was this good. Like there've been quarterbacks that have been really really good, and there've been rookie quarterbacks who have led their teams to the playoffs. So that's not super new, but the way CJ Stroud is playing, how clutch he's been, the leadership, he's been incredible. And he's such a likable dude too, likable guy that we didn't really get to see a lot in college. We didn't really get to see a lot of his personality in college. So I'm glad we're seeing it a little bit now while he's in the NFL. But it's unbelievable. Texans, man, you lose guy like Deshaun Watson, you strike gold again. Huh?
Who's Bryce Young? I'm just saying.
Look, Bryce Young. Bryce Young is on the worst. Bryce Young is on the worst roster in football, in my opinion.
Yeah, people thought that when CJ Stroud went to the Texans.
Well, hold on. Again, we talked about this last week. The Texans weren't horrible last year. I know their record would suggest that, but they weren't. They didn't have a quarterback. I don't know who the quarterback was. Like, who was it? I don't know. It was somebody who Davis Mills. Was it Davis Mills? I didn't. Yeah. Was it? Yeah. Everyone thought he was going to be something. The Texans weren't bad. They just didn't have a quarterback. But now they have one, and now this quarterback is lifting the entire team in the city. Really, it's incredible to see. All right, let's go ahead and go to my winner now. I think because I didn't make this power this graphic. You would think I would know the order, right? This is my winner, the San Francisco 49ers. Not necessarily Brock Purdy, but the Niners are my winner, right? The Niners woke up and they honestly needed to win that game in Jacksonville. They won 34-3. The entire team played amazing. Chase Young made an immediate impact on that line. That is going to be one scary line where you have Chase Young and Joey or Nick Bosa bookending your defensive front. That's an incredible line. That's going to be really fun. The Niners got back on track. They needed this. They needed this to really kind of gain some confidence back. Brock Purdy seemed to gain some confidence back. That offensive line guys came back healthy. They needed that bye week, even though they went across the country, and I was a little worried about that. Niner fans, following in the Bay, and I'm telling you right now, it was like it's so incredible. The Bay is a big town, right? Or where I live. I live in the Bay Area. I don't live in San Francisco, but I live like 15 minutes south. But everybody in South Bay are Niner fans. Dude, you would think that it was a ghost town because it was a 1 o'clock game or 10 a.m. game over here, but a 1 o'clock game over there. And nobody was out. Everybody was inside watching this game. It was incredible because I went to the gym and nobody was there because everybody watched the Niners game. It was crazy. Like it was an incredible thing to watch or witness. But yeah, CJ, I'm sorry.
That's what happens here where I'm at when Penn State plays, and I'm like, you guys are just watching them lose.
But no. It was incredible. But the Niners are back on track. They are my winners of Week 10. That entire franchise, they needed it because they went to 5-4. Had they had lost 4 in a row, we could be talking about them missing the postseason, and that would have been tragic. This, in my opinion, still is the best roster from top to bottom. The best roster from top to bottom are the San Francisco 49ers. So they're my winners because they got back on track. All right, where there's winners, we already know there's some losers. Bog, who is your loser of Week 10?
Oh, wait a minute. I want to do this in style. You Buffalo Bills fans who questioned
boy, here we go.
We, because Brian, you and I talked about this. The window is closing. There's Buffalo Bills fans that said, we're stupid. The window's not closing. Look, I was wrong about Josh Allen. And I'll eat that. I'll eat that crow.
Were you though? Were we wrong? Okay, no, I'm sorry. I didn't interrupt. Go ahead.
No, because I know where you're going.
Yeah. Yeah.
What he's doing is exactly what I questioned when he was coming out of college. He hasn't progressed, he's actually regressed. And outside of that 2020 season where 37 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 69% completion percentage, you have not performed at that level since. And I say this. When he did that, I was like, wow, that might be the best year he's ever had and ever will have.
Yeah.
As a quarterback. Now, I say this because people question me when I turn around and said, hey, look, Patrick Mahomes, everyone's willing to go, hey, Josh Allen is elite. Well, hold on a second. Because I was the one asshole that said, Patrick Mahomes is an elite. Let's let him build. Let's let him have a resume. Guess what Patrick Mahomes never did after his first season? Oh, throw for 50 touchdowns, which only 5 players have ever done in history in the NFL. So when I say Josh Allen isn't an elite quarterback, I was wrong about him being a bust, but everything he did wrong that I questioned when he was coming out of college, oh shit, he's doing wrong now. And his best season will probably be the best season of his career he's ever had, which means, guess what? What you're getting now from Josh Allen is who Josh Allen is. Game over.
Josh Allen slander hour has started indeed. Oh man, look, I don't really have much to add what you said.
It's not slander, it's reality.
It's reality. I was about to say it's not slander, it's reality. He's not elite, but he did prove us wrong in terms of being a successful NFL quarterback.
Yes.
I think he proved everybody wrong. He's been successful. We can't deny that. We can't deny his success in the league. He's made it. He's done what he's had to do. He's been successful. But this is who he is. This is who he's going to be. I don't see him changing. Out of all, I believe, I think I have his numbers up right here, and he like inevitably he has thrown double-digit interceptions every single year, except the year you just met. Well, actually, except 2019 where he threw 9. Okay,
no, so his best year he threw 10 picks.
He threw 10 picks in 2020. Yeah, it was 2020, and I arguably could have won the MVP that year. For being honest, he was really, really good that year.
But he still was never the best quarterback in the league.
If Josh Allen looked like he was related to Brian, he'd be a time. I don't understand. But in all honesty, I mean, Josh Allen is who he is. We talked about last week. There isn't much of a difference between him and Dak. Nobody wants to admit that because Dak Prescott is an easy target. He plays for the most polarizing team in the NFL. We already know he does, and we understand that. Dallas Cowboys always get slander. And look, Josh Allen plays for one of the more lovable teams and likable teams in the NFL. So he's always going to get some type of benefit of the doubt because of that too. So, but if we're being honest, if you watch this guy play, he is honestly, to quote Stephen A. Smith, an accident ready to happen, or waiting to happen. That's what he is. He throws soul-crushing interceptions, and that's what happens. And I'm not denying he's not a good quarterback. He is. He's very good. He is a good quarterback. There's no denying that. But in all honesty, He's not elite, like you said, Fog, and he's a good quarterback in the NFL. He's good. That's what he's good. He has great moments. That's what he is. So very, very similar to Dak Prescott. That's where we are. So I agree with that loser. I mean, he's not a loser. Sorry, I agree with your
that
pick
loser.
as the loser of Week 10. I agree. He's one of the losers of Week 10. I agree
Josh
with that.
Allen, you're a loser.
I agree with that. I'm going to go my loser, man. It's actually I don't feel bad for this team, but I don't feel bad for the guy either. But it's kind of unfortunate news because he did have a good game before he went down. Oh, sorry, I had this pick for Josh Allen as well. This is how these guys. This is how they feel right now in Buffalo. This is them. This is them right now, and we'll get some more of that in a minute. But my loser is Deshaun Watson, and Deshaun Watson, as we all know, the news came out, breaking news this morning. Deshaun Watson is going to have shoulder surgery, on his throwing shoulder after he injured it against the Ravens this past Sunday, and honestly played through it. Apparently, he went 11 for 11 in the second half, so he looked like himself. He led his team on a comeback, and he's getting shut down now. It's just like it's a typical Brown situation, right? It's just the Brown. That's just like a microcosm of being a Browns fan. Like there's so many highs, and that game was a high for the Browns, like being arguably the best team in the AFC, and now you're starting quarterbacks out for the year. And you know what? I can't even say. Well, I'm gonna say I can't even say this feels like karma because you know what? The Browns did a stupid thing by giving this guy, $250 million guaranteed after everything he went through, after everything that was on his name, after everything that that was clouding over him. The Browns said, "To hell with that. We want him. Let's bring him in here." And clearly, he's not living up to that contract. And now he's definitely not going to be able to do it because now he's going to be out for some time, right? So, or for the rest of the year at least. So, I'm not calling Deshaun Watson a loser. It's more of a loser. It's more of a situation where the Browns are done, in my opinion. They're finished. I think PJ Walker is the backup, and that's just pretty much
entertainment.
Yeah. That's just pretty much the nail of the coffin. Pretty much the nail of the coffin at that point. Oh, I like PJ. He's good. He seems like a pretty good dude, and but the Browns, man, like it really felt like that. The top defense in the league, the number one defense in the NFL are the Cleveland Browns, and this happens. So they will have nothing to show for that defense, and then in the best conference in my opinion, the best division in football too. Seems like it's over. All right, before we move on to our next segment, let's go on. Let's read some of these comments real quick. It's not a Josh Allen specific problem, but the way some quarterbacks are covered is inherently unfair. That's interesting, and I agree with that. But I would say this to challenge that. I think Josh Allen has been overrated by the way he's covered by the media. So, there's that. And whether that's fair or unfair, they've overrated him. And I believe Josh Allen is overrated. I can say that with confidence now. I believe he is very overrated. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback, but he's overrated in my opinion. Okay, we got a Bills fan on here. We got this person saying Herbert got all the talent and no intangibles, max contract guy, all the excuses. Ball, you gonna take that?
I mean, really? People love Herbert.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just shit's not working out in San Diego. I can't
don't worry, Herbert helps on the way, and I'm gonna explain that in a segment or two.
They listen. The Chargers have drafted for his needs. I give them that.
Mm-hmm.
But it just hasn't worked out for them.
Yeah.
Whereas Josh Allen, they haven't drafted for his needs. They haven't gone for depth offensive line. They haven't. really gone for running back.
That's the one thing I can say that they have not done well by Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Is not him a competent runner. Even though James Cook isn't bad, James Cook is a pretty good back. I'm not calling him an all-time great, but he's a pretty good back. But I mean, I agree with this statement. Josh, he does got to be more patient, and he's got to stop. He can make every throw. I mean, he's not the most accurate quarterback. He's just not.
Josh Allen plays to his talent. Remember what I said, B. Allen is a baller. And I didn't factor that in when I was looking at him coming out of college. He is a baller. This kid is going to try to do whatever he can to win a football game. Problem is, when you do that, you can actually be a detriment to your team. And he is a detriment right now because of the lack of personnel they have around them and coaching.
No question. No question. This guy, this person is saying, I'm guessing he's talking about John Watson with the hairline. Oh, nah, he's a loser. Can't depend on a black man with that much money who walks out there with that hairline. Hey, look, man, sometimes you can't control it. No matter how much money.
Jadakiss.
It can't, look, you can't control it. Money does not fix hair. Well, I guess it can. I guess
it can.
It can. LeBron's been doing it for years, so it can. I can't even say that. It can. I know he was a problem then. Josh Allen has some problems, but he's not the problem. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Who the problem is in New York or in Buffalo or in New York? But yeah, Buffalo, New York. Hold up, both of y'all underrated him for 2 years. Now he's overrated. I underrated Josh Allen. I never underrated Josh Allen.
Never.
No. We never know. Look, you can go back and look. You go back. We never underrated. No.
Underrated.
No.
We said he sucked from the gate.
From the gate. Out the gate. Like out the gate. Like we have we will find that video evidence of our
We have proof.
We have proof. I don't even think Josh Allen, this is gonna sound kind of bad, but I mean, it is what it is. I don't think Josh Allen was even my top 5 quarterbacks when I was making that list. I got to go back and look because wasn't that the year it was Lamar? It was Lamar, Baker Mayfield. Was it the year? Josh Allen, Josh Rosen. Was that a year? Wasn't that the year all 5 of those guys came out?
Yep.
Yeah, Josh Allen wasn't even like number 5. He may have not been number 5 for me. Now, credit, I did have Josh Rosen in my top 5, but we're not going to talk about that. We'll just move on.
No, I had Rosen too.
Yeah, we'll just move on. We'll move on.
We can be wrong, but please.
Oh, he corrected himself. Yeah, we said he sucked. Yeah, we're not gonna dismiss that. We said he sucked. Like he sucked. Like so metric. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. It seems to be in the same region as Buffalo. There seems to be a lot of turmoil, but a little bit south in the New England area, in the Boston area. So our question, guys, is is it time? Is it time to reset in New England? And Fall, I'm going to ask you this: if it's time, what's the first thing? The first thing, if you were the GM for the New England Patriots and it was time to reset, what's the first thing you do? What's your first move? Very first move. And I want everyone else to answer that question if you're watching. What's your first move? If it's time to reset, blow it up. If you think it is. Like, if you don't think it is, then you don't have to answer this question. Or you can if you want to. But if you think it's time to reset.
If I think it is, replace the head coach.
So you're letting go of Bill Belichick.
Yes.
Okay. Let go Bill.
Andy Reid had his time in Philly.
Yeah.
Tom Landry had his time in Dallas. Don Shula had his time in Miami. It all comes to a head.
Yeah.
So if I'm a GM in New England, I'm looking for a new head coach. I'm looking for a new system. I'm looking to rebuild, but rebuild, not rebuild around my coach, not rebuild around
Yeah.
what the franchise expectations are. I'm gonna rebuild around what this day and age is. So yeah, if I'm a GM in New England, it's buy Belichick, bring someone new in.
I love this I love this. I would see if somebody would trade for Bill. But you know what? Honestly, if I don't know how that even would work.
They will. Well, here's the thing.
But I mean, I know how it would work, but I don't know if someone would do that. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, so someone if they're going to put him on the market, someone will trade for him because remember he's still under the contract.
Yeah.
So if he were to go somewhere else, it would be because New England and Robert Kraft gave the blessings.
Yeah. Which I think will happen. Which I think they will part ways somehow, some way. I don't think Robert Kraft is going to just hold Bill Belichick hostage
with all the talk shit.
I don't think. I think they're going to part ways. I don't see that. But I would start there as well. I would say I would have a conversation with Bill and say, you know what, man, everything runs its course. We had a great 20 years. We won 6 Super Bowls, but I think it's time to move on. And look, they tried, right? They tried to move on from Tom Brady. They did. They drafted Mac Jones. He had a okay. Was Mac Jones Rookie of the Year?
No,
he wasn't. No, okay.
No,
I thought he was. Okay.
I wish he was. Make me look better, but no, he wasn't.
No, okay. I would let Mac Jones. I would let Bill Belichick go, and I would say, like I said, it's been a great 20 years, however long it's been, right? And I would let him go. And I would bring in somebody fresh, somebody young, possibly somebody. I don't have anybody in mind yet. I do want to start thinking about it a little bit, but I would bring in somebody who's ready to change I hate this word, but change the culture of New England, right? And when I mean that, what I mean by that is, like you said it, Fogg, not to try to reach up to the expectation of the Brady Belichick era, because that is an era that will never be reached. You have to bring someone in who's ready to kind of turn that over, right? It's got to look different, right? It has to look different. And if I'm the Patriots, you start fresh, possibly get a quarterback, possibly pair him up with a coach. I don't know who that's going to be. Some hell of a shoes to fill, but I'm getting rid of Bill as well, and I do believe that that's going to happen. I think it's inevitable at this point. I think it's inevitable that Bill Belichick is going to be on a. I don't know if Bill is going to be on another team. Yesterday on the game-winning drive, I don't know who said it, but somebody made a great point of, Bill doesn't have to go anywhere immediately, right? If he wants to sit out a year and kind of scope the landscape for about a year, kind of like what Sean Payton did before he came back, he can do that. He'll be able to kind of pick his poison the way Phil Jackson did when he went to go coach Kobe and Shaq. That's what Bill Belichick should do. I mean, he's the greatest coach of all time. We had that discussion yesterday at the game-winning drive. He's the greatest football coach, NFL coach of all time. We know he is. He just
people hate on him.
That's like it's crazy. It's crazy.
That show last night, people were hating on him, and I'm like, guys, are you really realizing what you're talking about? This man is a guy.
Look at that name. That's an interesting name. That's an interesting name to fill in the shoes of Bill Belichick. That's an interesting one. John Gruden?
Nah.
No. Nah. All right. I thought it was just your name. I'm gonna think of some names and I'm gonna put some names out there, but it's time to move on. I do believe I do have one destination for Bill though. The best destination for Bill Belichick right now, this coach is going to be gone. right? I don't believe he's going to last through the season. If not through the season, he's going to be gone at the end of the season. I really believe that he's going to go to the LA Chargers and coach up Justin Herbert. That's the place. That right now.
Wow.
Right now, that's why I said
Right now, Drew Trammell from Game Winning Drive is is loving you for that.
he's gonna go to the LA Chargers. He's the best young quarterback who has not been coached up effectively, if I may. Right? He hasn't had that. I think that may be the move for Belichick. I like this name. I like Mike Vrabel. I do like that. That's a good one. He's a Patriot. Won a Super Bowl there. Does things the right way. That keeps it in the family.
And he's done a great job
And
in
he's done a great.
Tennessee.
He's like almost a lesser version, in my opinion, of like a Mike Tomlin who does so much less, or does so much more with less.
Yeah.
With his team, right? Because Mike Vrabel's a hell of a coach. I like that. I do like that. That could be interesting. That could be interesting if they can pry him away from New England or from Tennessee. That could be if they can trade for him possibly. If New England could trade for Mike Vrabel because he's under contract, so that could be pretty interesting. But yeah, we all agree it is time for Belichick and the Patriots to move on. It's time to reset. It's time to reset, man. It's okay. It's okay. All right. So, like we said, we were gonna go back to this because we want.
I know where we're going. This is great.
We're gonna go back to this real quick, all right? Because I put a poll out today. I'm gonna put it up in a minute. I'm gonna put it up, and I put a poll up about the blame game of the demise, really, of Buffalo, right? Or I should say demise, but the fall of Buffalo, and I had 102 votes. So I posted up right here. Most people chose Josh Allen, but I want to ask you, Fog, who deserves the most blame in Buffalo right now? Who is the guy that you want to blame for where the Buffalo Bills are today?
Oh,
not that guy.
CJ Stroud MVP. Yeah,
Not
let's
that
go
guy.
there. Look, here's my rant. You have to blame the head coach. Sean McDermott has to take blame for this. Now, Dorsey was I don't want to say a scapegoat because he wasn't creative. He didn't do things that you needed to do around Josh Allen to help him. Brian Dable did exactly that. Hey, let me work around my quarterback's strengths and develop him. We saw Dable do that with Daniel Jones, and it equated to 15 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. All of a sudden, Giants fans thought they had a great quarterback on their hands. But the reality is, Josh Allen is a greater talent. However, what you're seeing from him is what you and I, B, said we were going to see from him. We said this. We predicted this. This is who Josh Allen is. And the fact that they're failing now, is it completely on Josh Allen? No, I would say it's on the coaching staff and Sean McDermott because you knew what you had. And the offensive coordinator that you put in place did not replicate what Brian Dable was doing when he was there. So I'm putting that failure and the Bills' failure on the coaching staff and Sean McDermott as opposed to putting it on the player. I know who the player is. You know who the player is. We've seen this. So I'm blaming McDermott here.
It's tough, man. It's tough because Josh Allen has thrown an interception in 8 straight games. Like
But he
that's
is who we said he was,
I
B.
know I get that, but I understand. I get that, but you're turning the ball over. You're turning the ball over during the most just inopportune times. Like you're putting the ball on the ground or you're throwing the ball to the other team. like how many times have we said players got to execute? Coaches can just coach, man. Coaches can just do what they can do, put their team in the best position, put their players in the best position to win a game. But the players have to what? They got to execute.
Yeah.
Josh Allen has not been executing the way we thought he was going to be executing. I'm not saying he's completely losing games. Look, injuries aside, injuries have really decimated this team too. Let's be real here. Injuries, and that was one of the comments. But somebody said, some Bills fan, injuries have really, really hurt this team. So we can't just deny that, right? That wouldn't be fair, right? So injuries have hurt, especially on the defense side of the ball. I think they lost Tre'Davious White again, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
he got hurt again, right? So that hurts, right? But their defense is not like terrible. I believe right now defensively they are 17. Right, they're 17th in the league, so they're about middle of the pack. So they're not like, it's not as if they're like, getting sliced and diced out there, right? But Josh Allen, man, has just been, for somebody who's been called elite, for somebody who's been called an MVP candidate, for somebody who some have him as the best quarterback in the league. Some have said that. Some will say that. I gotta put most of them on.
Drugs are bad.
He's turning the ball over too much, because you know what? If this was a Dak Prescott question or a Dallas Cowboy question, and the entire situation was the same, and Dak Prescott was throwing picks like he was last year, people would say it's Dak Prescott, not Mike McCarthy. They would say it's Dak Prescott. So Sean McDermott is one of the issues as well. His some of his decision making, like not running the ball more. I do agree. Run the football a little bit more. The more Josh Allen throws, the more he's apt to throw more interceptions. So I do agree with this comment. So and that's probably on Ken Dorsey as well, who was fired. Who was fired this past week. That makes sense a lot too. So maybe more play action, deep passes versus threading the needle. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to run play action when you're not committed to running the football, right? So that's kind of hard to do when you're not committed to running the football.
And again, that's why I don't blame Josh Allen, because there's other factors there. I don't want to defend Josh Allen. Jesus Christ. You know where I'm at with that beat.
No, I get that. I do believe that he will get the brunt of the blame from me, because of the status we put him at, because the pedestal people have put him at. So we can't not blame him like, when he's not playing well, and then give him all the credit when he's playing well. Like that's just he's got to get some blame. I know people do give him blame, but I do agree with this, Paul. I do think he's most deserving, because when you throw picks in 8 straight games, you give him the ball to the other team in 8 straight games, bro. What are coaches supposed to do? You're throwing the ball to the other team like for 8 games in a row. So like I gotta put it on. I gotta put it on Josh. But but the next guy to go is the guy under him. It's Sean McDermott. And look, it's crazy because I really felt like he was one of the more underrated coaches in the league, but I do believe he's gonna be next. So the next was Brandon Beam, who was the GM, which I do believe he hasn't really done a great job putting the talent around Josh Allen. Like we've said, the running back talent, they've missed on a lot of running backs. They've had chances to take running backs in the draft. They've had chances to get guys like Kareem Hunt, who's on the market, right? Who's just waiting to get signed. They didn't get him. James Cook isn't bad, but he could be great paired with someone like a Kareem Hunt. So I really believe that that's something they could have done. But they haven't done that yet. So that's one thing I will defend Josh Allen. He's never had an elite running game. He's never had that before. So that's one thing I will say. I'm not sure what's wrong with her.
She's pissed. She's like, why are you talking about Josh Allen like that?
Howard doesn't agree. Howard doesn't agree much with me. She never agrees with me anyway. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to our next topic real quick, man. Let's go ahead and move on to a topic that you're gonna like a lot because this is your guy. You're gonna like. I like it. This is your guy. Let's go ahead and move on to this man who's been lighting up the NFL, Mr. CJ Stroud. All right, Fog. I didn't think that after this last week, I still didn't believe there could have been a rookie to win an MVP. I didn't believe. I was like, no, there's no. I don't believe it hasn't happened since like 1936, right? But after his game last week, right in Cincinnati, defeating potential MVP candidate in Joe Burrow, arguably the second best quarterback in the league in some eyes, head to head, it seems like it's somewhat possible. But Fog, do you really believe? Like, let's think about this for a second. Do you really believe the league is ready to give an MVP to a rookie?
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell to the no. No, it's not happening. He was my guy for rookie MVP. And you know where it stood there. I had CJ Stroud over Bryce Young. And I didn't think he was going to do what he's doing with the Texans, but I'm still not sold on the Texans staff. Where people are like, oh, hey, they got a good team. The players are better than what we thought they were. No, I think CJ Stroud is actually making that team better. So while he's not going to win MVP, not a chance in hell. Listen, if the Texans win that division,
You have a shot.
yeah,
You have a shot.
I might have to rethink this. But for now, CJ Stroud is the rookie of the year. He should be in the top 5 as far as MVP candidates. But yeah, I can't say he's MVP.
Who's better than him right now, quarterback? Like right now, today, like right now, who's playing better than him? Not on a consistent basis. There may be guys with better numbers because there are guys, but he's not leading the league in touchdowns.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I believe I think it's Josh Allen. Ironically, I believe Josh Allen is actually leading the league in touchdown passes. So after we just kind of shit on him for like an hour, he's actually doing some good in this world. Right? But who's playing better than CJ Stroud at quarterback right now?
No one.
Yeah, nobody.
Fuck. Nobody.
Nobody's playing better than him right now. Like not Mahomes, not Lamar after Lamar laid an egg last week. Not Joe Burrow, and they went head to head. Right? Not Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's kind of just getting back into the groove of things, right? It's not Dak. It's not Jalen Hurts. It's not, there's nobody right now playing better quarterback than this man. There's just nobody right now.
Yeah, no one.
Right. So with that being said, it's very very realistic that he can win the MVP. So I never agree with Dan Orlovsky, ever. Like, I don't think I may have agreed with him a couple times in my life, but not very rarely do I ever agree with Darren Orlovsky, especially because he's loves I don't know, he loves Zach Wilson for some epic reason. I don't know why he loves that kid so much, but I've never agreed with him. He's right here. He's a leader. I honestly believe. I think he's a leader right now. He is. He's the leader. If not, he's playing the best quarterback today in the NFL. It's not Mahomes. It's not Lamar. It's CJ Stroud. It is.
I can't even argue that.
It is, man. It's crazy. It is. It's CJ Stroud, man. Like he's the best quarterback in the NFL today. Like it obviously could change by tomorrow, and we have a great game, a great Thursday night game tomorrow. But he's playing like obviously now. Why I don't think he's going to win it? I do believe in the rookie wall. I do believe that rookie wall does hit you really, really hard. I really do. It eventually will catch up to you. I do believe that, the NFL is a strenuous game. It's a longer season, obviously, than college. It's more physical. I do believe that eventually catches up to the rookies, particularly the quarterbacks. So that's why I don't think he's going to win it. Do I think it's realistic? If he plays at this level for the next 6, 7 games and his team's in playoff contention, yeah, he could definitely win it. He sure as hell can win it. Absolutely. He sure as hell can. But I don't think that's real because the rookie wall is real. Like, I don't think that's realistic. I really don't. I don't. But I'm rooting for him though. I'm definitely rooting for him. Definitely rooting for the guy. Let's see. Let's take off the sticker shock. Oh boy, here we go. You sure Dak isn't playing better? Because Dak never and I mean never gets the credit for good play. But when the blame comes around, Dak's playing well. Dak is playing well. Don't get me wrong. Dak's playing well. I just think CJ's playing better. I think CJ's more consistent. CJ's had more consistent games as the better quarterback. But Dak is playing very well. Dak, we know this though, but people hate Dak because his Dak and he plays for the Cowboys. Like people know that Dak Prescott can play. He's a top 10 quarterback. He's top 10. He's easily a top 10 quarterback. There's not 10 better quarterbacks than Dak Prescott. So I think he's better. I think he's playing better than Dak. I do. But CJ Stroud to me is the best quarterback in the league right now, man. He's playing the best at this present moment. So it's good. It's gonna be fun to watch the second half of the year because maybe witnessing some history if he can keep this up, especially if he gets this to the postseason.
Based on numbers, Stroud is top 10. Dak is top 5.
Did you just do some fog metrics this whole time?
Huh?
Were you just looking at some numbers the whole time I was talking?
Yeah. I'm looking at numbers and I'm like, wow, damn. Stroud is really fucking, he's there. Again, I do eye tests. I do the eye test. I do the eye test, and I'm looking at numbers, and when you're talking, I'm looking at numbers, and I'm like, wow, Stroud's really a top 10. And then I'm looking, and I'm like, damn, Dak Prescott's a top 5 quarterback.
No, statistically, Dak is playing his best football.
Yeah,
like he's playing his best football right now. He is like one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Like today, right now. Like there's nothing you can say. I mean, it's more about moments with Dak. It's not about his numbers. It's moments. He's always been a numbers guy. Right? So that's the thing. But look, CJ Stroud's playing numbers wise is right up there with Patrick Mahomes. He's up there with him. Numbers wise, he's up there with him.
And the fact that he's there is so impressive.
Yeah. With that cast around him.
Yeah.
As a rookie, it's not like he has like a Justin Jefferson and he's like just chugging it to him, or then you would say, okay, well, maybe it's the receiver. No, his best receiver is Tank Dell, and he may be a rookie, and Noah Brown. Man. CJ Stroud is he gets his team to the playoffs. If they win that division, if they can somehow catch Jacksonville, there's only one game behind Jacksonville. Right now. they can catch Jacksonville,
That would be nuts.
that would be crazy.
That
Yeah,
would be nuts.
that would be insane. Yeah, you could definitely would go up as one of the greatest, if not the greatest rookie year of all time. Of all time. But let's I agree. Let's take off the sticker shock. I get it. We'll pump the brakes, but right now, today, he's the best. He's playing the best right now, in our opinions, at least. At least we agree on that. Let's agree on that. Let's go ahead and get to our final segment, our Week 11 game picks. And friends, this is going to be a hell of a week. This Thursday night game.
2 weeks been hell of a week.
Yeah. Well, this Thursday night game we have here. I mean, I don't. Thursday night usually they get it wrong. Usually Thursday nights get it wrong. Okay, and they got this one right. Bengals at Ravens. Now both are coming off losses. Probably would have been slightly better game if both were coming off wins, which both gave up really some tough leads. Both are desperate to get back on track. Well, who you got in this divisional rivalry?
Ravens.
I said this last week we did games, and I said that Ravens will lose to the Browns or could lose to the Browns because the Ravens always lose these weird ass games. Right? The Ravens are probably the worst. The Ravens are probably the worst team to close games. I've never seen a team worse than the Ravens in closing games. But you know what? I think they're pretty pissed off. They're going to be at home. It's going to be at night. Going to be a tough game for the Baltimore for the Bengals to win. I'm going Baltimore as well. But I wouldn't be shocked if the Bengals won. I'll go Baltimore. Who you got, Fug? We got the God. They got the 6-3 Cowboys at the 1-8 Bryce Young Carolina Panthers.
We're gonna take them boys, not because I want to take them, but even in taking them, I would love to see Carolina win this game. Oh God, Carolina, do it for me. But I'm taking them boys.
It's gotta be the Ravens because I don't want to hear Lamar. I don't want to hear it either. I don't either because we're gonna get that if he loses this game. Yeah, I got Dallas. Dallas is gonna come in and just stomp away the Panthers. It's been rough for Bryce, man. It's been rough. Somehow, some way, we're 6-3.
You're about to be 7-3 because
I don't understand what the hell's going on. I have no explanation for this. Steelers, Browns. Who you got, Paul? You said the Steelers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Pittsburgh too. I think the Browns season is lost. But no, again, this won't be like it's a blowout because we don't do blowouts in Pittsburgh. We're not allowed to for whatever reason. All right, 3-7 Bears. Justin Fields is supposed to be back at the 7-2 Lions.
I love Justin Fields. I do. Really do. You're coming back to get smacked. Lions win.
Yeah, I got the Lions. Too. I wanted to pick this as a trap game, but I got the Lions. I think the Lions are legit. The Lions are the most legit team nobody's talking about.
Bro, I put money on them to win the division. I'm like, yes, thank you.
Nobody's talking about them. They're 7-2.
Yeah.
Like they're 7-2, and no one's saying a word about them, which is crazy. All right, we got the 4-5 Chargers at the 3-6 Packers.
Well, Packers fucked me last week, so I'll take them this week. And if you fuck me by losing, I'm gonna be really mad.
Yeah, Packers.
Yeah.
I think this could be a Packers game too, honestly. And again, every single week, the Chargers are going to get closer and closer to firing Brandon Staley. They're 4-5. I think they're going to miss the playoffs. They're underachieving once again
Yeah,
with the quarterback that's supposed to be really good. And I think he is good,
he
but
is good.
yeah, he is good. He's very good, but they're underachieving. 4-5. I got the Packers. All right, 2-8 Texas or 2-8 Cardinals at the 5-4 Texans.
Oh God, damn it, our MVP.
Yeah,
We taking the MVP. B, we taking the MVP. We
I
taking
got.
CJ Stroud. There's
Yeah, I got.
if Arizona fucks around and win this game, God.
Well. Kyler is back. Kyler is
Heads
back.
heads will roll in Arizona if they win. People are getting
Hey,
fired.
Kyler is apparently. Look, let's see what I think. I think. Hey, I'm taking the Cardinals too. But Kyler is back. Kyler looked good last game. He looked good. He still looked fast. He looked good. He looked motivated. I think I'm going to Arizona. I think they're gonna pull the upset. I think they're gonna pull the upset. I believe in that little quarterback that could too. I believe he could. I believe in him as well. All right, Titans, Jags.
Wow, that's a shit show. It is because the Titans could accidentally stumble on a win. I'm taking the Jags. Jags should body them, but
I think Jags are a weird team. I don't even know I don't even know what to make of the Jags anymore. So I'm going to Jags. I am, but I could easily see them losing this game and then going to
yeah,
6-4. And then honestly, if the Texans win, they'll be tied with
yep.
them for first place. So, but I got the Jags. All right, don't look now, but the Raiders are 5-5, and the Dolphins are coming up a bye. They're 6-3. Dolphins, Raiders. Who you got?
I'm taking the Dolphins because they beat teams that don't have winning records, and technically, the Raiders don't have a winning record.
Man, the Raiders found some newfound confidence, man. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins as well, but I do believe the Raiders are gonna fight really. I don't think the Dolphins are gonna explode on them for like 70, but I do believe that they're going to win this game. But I think it's gonna be closer than we think. I really do. I think it's gonna be closer than we think. I got the Dolphins. Oh god, this is just okay. Commanders, the Giants are the worst team in football. The Panthers are the worst team in football. The Panthers
Tie.
suck.
Tie. Tie. Taking a tie. No.
Uh,
I'm gonna take the. I'll take the Commanders.
this is actually a game the Commanders lose. I don't know who the quarterback's going to be. I don't know why the Giants haven't gone out and got like a Colt McCoy or somebody. I
The
don't understand.
Giants don't know who the quarterback's gonna
Well,
be.
they're clearly they're tanking now. They have no interest in winning at this point. They want to get as high draft pick as possible. So that's done. I got the Commanders. I got the Commanders in this game. I do. All right, 4-5 Bucks at the 6-3 Niners.
Niners.
Yeah, I got Niners too. Yeah. Again, I don't know how the Bucks are 4-5. I didn't even know they were 4-5. I had no clue. The Bucks were 4-5. No clue.
Good job, Baker.
Someone else said tie as well. Can't win when they're starting QB living with his mom, B. Who's living with his mom? What starting quarterback is living with their mom? Somebody got to tell me. I missed this comment. I don't know who's living with.
Giants quarterback.
Oh, then DeVito?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
they pulled him out of his mother's basement. Like, hey, we need a quarterback. We need a quarterback. Come over here.
What's going on, Bobby? Bobby said tie. I mean, it might be. It might be a tie. It might be. Poor Bryce Young.
Oh God,
Sean's been waiting to say that.
Bobby's the Bay Area guy too.
Bobby is a Bay Area guy. He lives in LA, but he is a Niner fan. He is a Niner fan. What's going on, man? Let's see. Where were we? Okay. So this is interesting because heads could roll up in this game as well. Jets, Bills.
Bills win ASAP.
Okay.
They got rid of their OC. They're going to do some. This team is going to come out to play.
Yeah.
Bills are winning. If they lose this game, Jesus Christ. Holy shit. McDermott might be fired next
Bills got to
week.
win this game. Bills got to win this game. Yeah, the Jets are done, but the Bills got to win this game. And yeah, I'm interested to see how Joe Brady does. I didn't even know Joe Brady's on the staff. I know he was. If people don't remember, Joe Brady was the offensive coordinator for LSU, that all-time great LSU team that won the national championship back in 2019 with Joe Burrow and all those guys.
I will say this. I apologize to Jet fans because if Rodgers was still playing, you guys actually might be something.
Oh, they would be arguably the best in the AFC.
Yeah.
Joe Brady ain't no neither. Joe Brady, the Joe Brady experiment not working in Carolina. Yeah, look. Yeah, it sucks for the Jets, man. It sucks. All right, Seahawks, Rams going in opposite direction. Seahawks a sneaky 6-3, tied with the Niners.
Yeah,
in the NFC West.
The Rams. They fucked me in my last parlay. Fuck them. Fuck you. You didn't beat the Packers. Fuck off. I'm taking the Seahawks. Just on the strength that you screwed me last week. Just on the strength that you did that. Nah, fuck you. I'm taking the Seahawks.
I got the Seahawks too because I just think they're a better team. He had the Seahawks because his parlay got messed up.
It's personal. It's personal.
Clearly personal. All right. The Sunday night football game. Man, these games. Josh Dobbs.
We went through a whole bunch of other games, B, that would have been better than this Sunday night game.
Much better. Josh Dobbs. Probably the best story. Maybe after CJ Stroud, Josh Dobbs is probably the best story.
He is.
Josh Dobbs with the 6-4 Vikings at the 4-5 Broncos.
I'm convinced that Russell Wilson and Sean Payton are defying the gods of failure. Because this team sucks. They should not be where they're at.
Hey man,
I'm taking Denver.
Maybe they figured it out. No. Maybe they have figured it out. No, for real. I don't. Maybe they have. Maybe look, they win this game. I believe this would be win number 3 in a row.
Yeah,
I'm not mistaken.
Four.
Oh, they're 1-5.
Yeah,
they win this game. Hey, I'm not saying they're gonna make the playoffs or anything, but they're cashing some checks, right? They're cashing some checks, so it's gonna be a big game in Denver, I will say. But you know what? I love the former Steeler. I love Josh Dobbs. Love the story. I think it's a lot of fun. I want to see him take the Vikings to the playoffs and challenge the Lions out of the division. So. I want to see that so bad. I really do. I think he deserves it. I got the Vikings. I'm gonna root for the Vikings.
Game. I hope so.
I'm rooting
for the Vikings. Pick Broncos. I'm rooting for the Vikings.
Bring JJ back and Dobbs and Addison. Yeah, that'll be crazy. All right. Great. Like Monday night football games are usually not great, but this is a good one. This is a solid Monday night football game. Obviously, it is the rematch of the Super Bowl of last year. Eagles and Panthers. Fog. Who you got and why?
Eagles. Just because they lost the Super Bowl. They'll win a game that doesn't mean shit. They'll win this game. The Eagles will win this game, and it doesn't mean shit. So That's where I'm at. Fuck.
Oh man, in Kansas City Monday night. If this game was in Philly, I'd probably go Philly. But this game is in Kansas City, and that's going to be tough. And I believe the Chiefs are coming
I
off a
don't
bye.
believe in KC, B.
I believe in the best
I
quarterback in
told you,
football right now.
Baltimore.
I don't think Baltimore can close. Baltimore can't close games. I don't
Okay.
believe in them at all. I don't believe it. I love Lamar. They can't close games. They don't have a closer on defense. At the very least, the Chiefs can say they have a closer on defense in Frank Clark. They don't. The
Yeah.
Baltimore Ravens don't have a closer. They don't have a pass rush. They just don't.
Fuck, you sound like my brother.
They don't. They
You
don't have
sound
any.
like David.
They
Dave
don't.
said the same fucking shit.
They don't have a pass rush. That's the big. They can't close games. But I'm going to Chiefs because it's in Kansas City. They're coming off a bye. Let's see if they figure some things out. I got Kansas. It's gonna be a great game. I can't wait for that one. That's gonna be a great game. That's gonna be fun. It's such a hard game to call because both of them are kind of struggling to success in different ways. I mean, they really are. Yeah. Neither team has really put together a great
and
win
yet they're still the elite of their respective conferences.
I'm going Kansas City. I'll go with Kansas City. But I do believe you're right. Like I think Eagles will be very motivated to win, and obviously Andy Reid playing his former team once again. But yeah, well, it's gonna be a good week.
Bye week too.
Are they coming? Are they coming up? Oh yeah. Well, the Chiefs are.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are. Yeah.
Reed,
the Chiefs
are. Both.
Both of them are. Oh, yes. Eagles come up bye week.
Yep.
Oh wow.
But Andy Reid, man, that man is incredible off bye weeks.
Whew. Yeah, that's another reason. The Chiefs don't lose. The Chiefs don't lose off bye weeks. That's another reason why I really feel like the Chiefs are going to get this one. They will get this one. But hey, we want to thank you guys very much for everybody who came by and who were
Bobby, Kevin, man, we love you guys.
Absolutely. We really appreciate you guys showing love, man. We really appreciate you guys showing love every single week. It's really a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with us. And again, please
Chris
do not
Green,
forget
Jesse Smith, Aaron Preacher.
Absolutely. I really appreciate you guys for coming out and watching, man. It's really fun. Again, it's always better when you guys interact with us. We love talking to you guys on here. We always try to make sure we get every single comment on here so we can talk to you guys about what's going on in the world of the football, man, in the world of football and sports in general, right? So we really appreciate you guys taking your Wednesday nights, every Wednesday night around this time to spend about an hour and some change with us. Really means a lot to us. Also will mean a lot to us as well. If you can please subscribe to our YouTube page. This will be on our YouTube page, the two-man front. Go ahead and take your phone, QR code the bad boy, click it, click subscribe, and go back and watch some segments of us. And, go ahead and comment as well if you are going to watch this back. We love to read some of your comments under our shows as well. But again, also, do not forget, we do have a Sunday show before the game start, our college football edition of the two-man front. We will review the college football games. College football is heating up. We can't wait. We're going to talk about the rankings, Heisman Trophy, all the games, the upsets, everything about it. And also, guys, you guys know, as the season approaches to the end, our mock drafts are coming. I'm already starting on one right now. It's changing like every week because, obviously, the game's still going on. But it is almost that time of year where we start talking about the NFL draft, which is going to be, I believe, in Detroit this year. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But thank you guys very much, man, for joining us today. We really appreciate you guys. Really thank you for love, showing us love on this beautiful kind of rainy Wednesday night. But with that being said, I'm Be Easy, Brian Madrew. That's the fog of Objectively Biased Sports. And we'll see you guys next week. Same time, same place, baby.
Yes, sir.